Coming up on Patriots This Week. 'Twas just days before Christmas, and the Pats were away, battling against Lamar and Harbaugh, Henry and Zay. A win did look bleak in the last quarter of this game, so Drake shouted on Steph, on Kyle, on Mondre, and it was never the same.
We just all came together. We knew what we had to do.
It was all about making play that come to you when you get the opportunity, man. Make those plays.
So now it's off to the Meadowlands, where lives an old rival, where a win there could bring the Patriots a title.
What a beautiful sport. You're the best sport, out there.
This is Patriots This Week.
A sluggish start, a fantastic finish for the Patriots in Baltimore. And hi, everybody. Welcome to Patriots This Week, and a very happy holidays to you and yours. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Bob Socci with my broadcast partner from 98.5 The Sports Hub, Scott Zolak and Brian Hoyer, of course, two ex-Patriots quarterbacks who saw the Patriots' current quarterback have his comeback moment. A tough night through three quarters for Drake Maye and the Patriots guys, but down by 11, they found a way to win.
Not one of his best days, Brian. I think you would agree with that. Couldn't get in rhythm early in this game. I thought Baltimore did a good job moving him off his spot a little bit early. Now, granted, you had guys going down left and right. You're juggling, third tackle, fourth tackle. I thought Josh did a really good job. I don't want to say hiding the weakness, but keeping the protections where they should be. I thought when Henderson went down, Ramondre Stevens came in the game, and we'll get to his big run and how good he was running the ball, but I thought he was phenomenal in blitz pickup, and Mike Vrabel also echoed that in our other show all access that we did this past week too.
The resiliency of this young man, I think we've seen time and time again, but here it is when you're trying to bounce back from a tough loss, you start off sloppy, you got to get something going, and he basically put him on his back and said, I was sitting there watching the game. I'm like, just let him throw it, Josh. He's on. He's gotten a rhythm. He's manipulating the pocket. He's stepping up. I was watching with my son, and I'm trying to teach him how to play quarterback, and that was a master class of pocket manipulation, how to go through the reads, hang in there, take some shots, took some big hits. And to me, the most impressive play, the 4th and 2, that laser that he throws to Stephon Diggs to continue that drive.
No margin for error there.
No margin for error. It's to me, it's the accuracy, it's the arm strength, and it's doing it in a moment when the team needs you to do it.
And it's the first time calling a game for Drake Maye where I said, holy crap, at the end of the game, I feel like I'm watching Josh and Tom Brady here. And you know what I'm talking about, the Brady offense where it's money time and it's just surgical. He started with a couple dinks and dunks, and he hit that out route to the right side, and I said, okay, he's in rhythm now. Let's go. Step on the gas. And I'm happy for him because I think he deals with a lot. I think he does. I think he does feel the pressure. There's a lot of pressure on this kid. He's only 23. As he goes, they go. That's what we found out. If he's good, they're really good. If he's bad, they don't have a chance to win.
You mentioned the throw to Stephon Diggs on 4th and 2. You talked about it right from the very beginning. The Patriots had to get Diggs involved immediately, and they did. A 33-yard catch early, well over 100 yards by the night's end.
I think when you have big games, and this is a big game, I don't care if they were 7-7. You're at Baltimore. You're at M&T Bank Stadium.
It's a culture win because they rode this win streak, right? And now here's your chance, and we talked about it. Here's the chance to win the AFC East at home, put it away. You can't put it away. The Bills come storming back. Where does that leave the team going in this week? And it was a meaningful game, fighting for their playoff life. And you go into a hostile environment. You don't get off to a good start. You're dealing with injuries. How are you going to fight through that? And to me, it showed how special this team is. We've kind of thought it, but because now they were down a bit, we wanted to see how they were going to respond, and they did it.
Well, let's talk about the resilience of individuals and collectively to get through those injuries, because then 9 guys go to the injury tent on Sunday night. Booty gets hurt late in the game. Kyle Williams, the rookie, who's had a tough time getting on the same page with Drake Maye, he's got to wind up playing several different wide receiver positions. And Mike Vrabel said this week, you don't have any idea really how difficult that is for somebody like that.
What he's talking about is for the play caller. You have all these packages, right? Okay, I have Mumford in as my jumbo tight end. Now he's playing tackle. Well, that package is out. I have plays designed for Booty. He's not healthy. We got to go to Kyle Williams. Now, the one place that those guys are on page is on those go routes, which was a tremendous job stacking the receiver by Kyle Williams. But I think you're right. Like, having to fill those holes and plug those holes, who's in, who's not, it really affects how you're going to call the game.
And informationally, too, when a player hears the play call,
right,
when he's been in different places in the formation.
It's
right?
funny you said that because you guys are working, but I'm watching the game, and there was a point where they zoomed in on the huddle, and Drake's like looking around, and then finally, I think Mumford had to tell him, "Oh no, I'm the tackle now. I'm not the extra jumbo tight end." And so, I've been in that huddle before. Josh calls in. He's like, okay, we got 12 jumbo personnel. Okay, you look in the huddle, 5 linemen, 5 skill guys, but now one of them's a lineman. Then he's playing tackle. Like, I think that's part of it.
Josh is giving you formation. He's giving you personnel. He's giving you protection. He's giving you the play call. He's giving you where the backs are going to be set. And you got to process all that. Think about that. Listen to what he's saying. Look around. Look at the huddle. Make sure you don't have 12 guys in the huddle because of the substitutions. He's doing this in year 2. Like the Kyle Williams thing. What are you finding out right now? He's a go runner. So if he's having difficulty playing 5 different positions, if he's comfortable outside running the dig or the go route, let him just run that.
And I thought Ramondre Stevenson, both catching the ball with the little shake and bake on the perimeter, and then obviously the touchdown run for the Patriots to put them in the lead, that might be the best he's looked, particularly making moves in the open field.
I mean, I remember sitting here after the fumbles, right, and everyone's like, what are you going to do with them? Well, Vrabel stood by him, the team stood by him, and now Travion Henderson goes down, and Mondre, it's his chance to do it. And look, I played with Mondre, and early on you could see the ability, not just in the running game, but in the passing game. And so I think, we go back to that play in Miami. I wouldn't be shocked to see some more of that because as you get deeper in that playoff run, it's all about finding those matchups. And I think both backs, but Mondre in general can create that mismatch, especially in the passing game.
Now, you mentioned Derrick Henry. The Patriots had a tough time stopping him. They couldn't stop him. 2 touchdowns, though they did strip the ball from him. And we got to get to the takeaway with Zay Flowers because they couldn't contain him in the passing game early on either. But they found a way to get the ball from Zay Flowers. Pettis contains him. Chase on hustle play at the end, comes out and punches.
So it's coaching because you hear Chase on talk about it after the game. He said, we watch them on tape. All their skill guys, whether it's tight ends, backs, or receivers, they're like speed skaters. So when you think about the speed skaters, when they swing the arms with the ball's out here. The timing of both punch outs was phenomenal. Because Derrick had it about here outside. Normally he's running in tight like this. He's here. That's when Hawkins got that one. And in the Chazon one, he had no clue where he was. So that's just coming from behind. You don't see anybody. Ball's out here, boom, ball's out. Perfectly timed. You're at the point now you understand what this team is. They're good on the road. For whatever reason, they come together. They haven't lost on the road. They love the road warrior mentality. I have no problem going on the road. I don't care if we got to go to Denver. Like, you watch that game in Denver now, we're getting ahead of ourselves. But we're at the point in the year now, 2 games left. This thing's wide open, guys. It's wide open, and you got a great shot at it.
All right, more quarterback talk after this.
Patriots This Week is brought to you by Cross Insurance, official insurance broker of the New England Patriots. By DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the New England Patriots. And by Sports Illustrated Tickets, 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. 0 fees. Fans deserve better. Visit sitickets.com today.
Cross Insurance Player of the Week is Craig Woodson. The 6-foot, 200-pound rookie was a 4th-round selection for the Patriots, and the 24-year-old from the University of California won the starting job in training camp. And against the Ravens, Woodson's recovery of a Derrick Henry fumble was a key play in the victory over Baltimore. The Player of the Week is brought to you by Cross Insurance, the official insurance broker of the New England Patriots.
I care about winning, and that's if that what it takes, then hopefully I'll try to do whatever it takes, and that's what I'm trying to do for this team, and I won't change that, no matter if it's 500 yards or 40 yards, whatever it does to win the game.
Drake Maye brings us back into the Bob's Discount Furniture studio after his 4th quarter comeback victory over the Baltimore Ravens. And guys, before the game, people were saying, great season by Drake Maye, MVP candidate, but he's got to have that signature comeback. He got it against the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting there, we watched that game the night prior, right? You watch Green Bay and Chicago, and everybody on the bus going to the game talking about, wait a minute, Caleb Williams has 6 4th quarter comebacks? It just didn't register with me because I watch him. He doesn't play 60 minutes. I think Drake plays 60 minutes. Now, will he make mistakes? Yes. But I'll take this guy over the other quarterbacks. I've watched Jaden Daniels. I've watched Caleb. We start comparing quarterback. Even Bo Nix now. And I got to give him a little more respect. I know he had a rough day the other week, and I'm not a Bo Nix fan, but he's got them playing well too.
Drake Maye doesn't need to be compared to anybody else. He is who he is.
Yeah.
He's unique. And I think this has kind of slid under the radar the past 2 weeks. One reason because they lost the game, but also was the last play of this game. There's been some more design runs for Drake Maye being called. The 2 touchdowns against Buffalo, the play to seal the deal against the Ravens. And I got to imagine if you're an opposing defense, you're thinking, we got to defend this now too. He's dropping back and tearing us up, but also now they're going to throw in a random RPO or zone read or draw. His skill set plus his mental ability to use this offense to his advantage has been incredible. And it's amazing to watch in a 16-month period, the guy go from taking over on a not great team, playing in a completely different system, making a lot of mistakes, to now to the part where he's basically one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league.
Is Drake Maye unique in comparison to those other guys because he's so accurate with the deep ball from the pocket, seems so comfortable and natural in the pocket?
We love those throws. There's a throw he had the other night. It was a screen pass to Ramondre Stevenson. And nobody's talking about this because every other quarterback on the screen, the defense is coming to get the hands up. They try and throw the ball over the top. It was like this around the guy's sidearm. I'm like, did I just see that? And I said it to you. I said, he threw that sidearm. Little 6-yard, little flip like this, but the way he sees it, the way he reacts, and just, it's something different every week. It's fun.
He's got the physical talent. He's got the mental talent. He's got the emotional talent. He's humble. Like that quote that we just started off with, I don't care if I throw for 500 or 60 yards as long as we win. I remember someone else used to talk like that too. Josh McDaniels is in there every day, and he's sharing the experiences that he learned from coaching Tom Brady. So, through that, I think Drake is being himself, but he understands if I want to be great, I already have the blueprint here. It's been done in this building. And the guy who coached that guy while he was doing it, he's my coach now. I think Drake has talked about it. I feel honored that Josh thinks so highly of me that he's letting me run the same offense as Tom. I guarantee when they go watch film, Josh is using clips of the same plays. Oh, here's when Tom ran that in 2018. Here's when Tom ran, and I think for Drake, that gives him confidence. This coach believes in me to do this stuff. Yeah, I think it's tremendous.
I wonder this week, so coming out of that Buffalo game, you're thinking, okay, they figured it out second half. Cover 2, man under, beat the hell out of these receivers, jam him, make Drake hesitate in that pocket. So I wonder during the week, did Josh pull out, let's take a look at cover 2 man beaters. We got to put stuff in. Let's get Diggs on the move. Yep. Remember they put Diggs in motion. I said he's going to Diggs here. And that was a deep crosser. Keep riding Diggs here. Keep riding him through the playoffs.
All right, we got to ride to a commercial break. We'll switch out the helmets. Ravens for the Jets. We'll preview New York right after this.
All right, time now for your Zoe Show. Hey, it's Christmas week, and I got a Christmas gift for you. We're going to tackle the punt returner. His name is Isaiah Williams. He's from Illinois. The big thing is he's 14 yards per average on punt returns. Dangerous weapon. New York Jets, let's take a look at him. Here's your punt return right here. Nice high kick. He does what Marcus Jones does. He's a 2-cut guy, meaning he sees the lane, plant the left foot, plant the right foot, and then boom, go. And the Jets do a really good job of this. They got fast guys on that team. They get out in front of him, and they shield it. You'll see it here against the Dolphins. Watch where he catches this ball at. When he catches it, I want you to freeze it. So there's your catch. Look at this middle of the field. By the time he makes the cut here, all the Dolphin defenders are going to be on this side. That's a recipe for disaster. New England's got to be better than that. We need to stay in our lanes. Because this guy, he gets to the corner, this is what's going to happen. He's gone. This is a terrible job by the punter. Punters aren't really football players. That's for another day. But like I said, look, 3 guys out in front, no blocks in the back, just shielding him. The Jets can't score on offense, but going to score with this guy, Isaiah Williams. There's your Zoe Show.
We return to the Bob's Discount Furniture studio with a preview of Sunday's game. Week 17, the Patriots, for the second time this year, meet the New York Jets in MetLife Stadium. And the Jets were coming into Foxborough earlier this year off a couple of wins. They're back to their losing ways. Another losing season, 15 in a row for the Jets under first-year head coach Aaron Glenn. And they continue to make changes. They traded players at the deadline, Star Sauce Gardner, Quinton Williams, and now they've just recently fired the defensive coordinator. Team in disarray with a rookie free agent quarterback.
And trust me, if you're watching the game from home, you're going to be seeing names. You're going to be like, who?
Yeah.
Who? Starting with the quarterback. This, I don't want to say it's a dangerous game, but you go down to Meadowlands. You know, we looked at the Isaiah Williams kick returns. Why did you lose to Buffalo? Short fields. You gave Josh Allen short field, 50-yard line, plus 45. You can't do it in this game. Yeah. Make the Jets drive the ball 80, 90 yards. You're going to be pinpoint. I'm going to say you might need your best special teams unit performance all year, because you do that, you can really mentally kill a team. Like, it's hard with a new quarterback coming out. Oh, we got to drive it 90 yards, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 18. That's tough. That's tough sledding for any team out there. You can't let this team think it's a close game by halftime.
You got guys like the quarterback Brady Cook, this is an audition for him. So you have guys that are going to put their best foot forward. What you need to do is go in and take their will immediately. Get them thinking about Cabo. Get them thinking about maybe the Virgin Islands early. Go in and make this about you. What are the things that you want to improve as a team if you're the Patriots? How do we stop the run? Let's commit to stopping the run. What do we need to do this week? Is Milton Williams back? I don't know. But make this about adding some things that get you ready for the playoffs. It's not about the Jets.
Let's face it, for the Patriots, though, the injuries are going to affect their lineups on offense and defense, and then have that domino effect on 6 special teams units in the game.
So like, obviously Drake's played in this game, but you want him hanging on to the ball, 7-step drop, deep play action, catch and throw, catch and throw. So I think that changes the way you scheme it, and that's why I trust these coaches. You got 3 former head coaches on the staff. This is a big one for Marone to get those guys blocking in front of him. Find a way to run the ball, get guys active. We're gonna be watching what happens and transpires on Saturday, who's elevated, and then get in there, play well, get this game, and then next week I think you start watching what our other team's doing.
You may not be able to rest guys. Hopefully you get to it early. I remember a young Brian Hoyer getting the whole second half in 2010, I believe, throwing my first touchdown pass against the Dolphins because we knew we were pretty well set with that seed. So it'll be interesting to see.
It's nice you got that. My coaches were jerks. I never got to play that whole second half. Get in there, Bledsoe.
And you didn't have to worry about Belichick telling you to toss it into the stands like one of your predecessors, right?
That's right, yeah.
And, you mentioned it, Zoe, the Patriots, the unfinished business, they want to be unbeaten at home. You talked about the road record in the previous segment. Mike Vrabel made that clear. I think he's so good at setting a goal for the team, a mindset for the team. And so it's not just about getting into the playoffs. You want to win the division, and you want to do what few teams have been able to do in Patriots history and in recent NFL times. They're the only team that's gone unbeaten so far this year.
It's fun
on the road.
It's fun to be at this point, and I think that's why that win at Baltimore was so critical. Like, that was a great get-right game, and you're feeling good. You got 2 teams that are going a different direction than you are, but you still got to take care of business, and it's there for you. It's right there for you on a silver platter.
All right. I think you have an inkling how these guys are leaning.
I'm taking it.
We'll have their predictions right after this.
Patriots This Week is brought to you by Cross Insurance, official insurance broker of the New England Patriots. By DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the New England Patriots. And by Sports Illustrated Tickets, 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. 0 fees. Fans deserve better. Visit sitickets.com today.
Jaylen Warren is coming off the biggest performance of his career. The Steelers' back roared past the Lions for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Start Warren when Pittsburgh travels to Cleveland. But it's a different story for Jalen Hurts. The Eagles' QB has had a roller coaster season. Sid Hurts against a Bills team making a playoff push when Philly travels to Buffalo. Yet don't sleep on Ashton Gianti. The rookie back torched the Texans, one of the NFL's best defenses, for 128 yards. Start Gianti when the checked-out New York Football Giants head to Vegas. This week's fantasy picks are brought to you by Verizon.
All right, we're back on Patriots This Week. Time for predictions. Sunday, 1 o'clock. Pats at the Jets. Scott Zolak, who wins? What's this?
We know who's going to win here, Bob. Well, you want to know who the game changer is? It's going to be Ramondre Stevenson.
Exactly.
So I'm riding Ramondre off last week, and I think this is the perfect spot. Get Henderson healthy, get Ramondre in there, get him his yards. I love the way he runs the contact. Cold game down there, nasty weather. This is a big Ramondre Stevenson game, 31-13 Patriots.
I love that. I love Ramondre. I love him getting going. I'm going to go with maybe a surprise, but I'm going to have him feeding off of what he did last week. I'm going to go Kyle Williams.
Okay.
He's the player of the game. They try to get him incorporated while they get ready for this playoff run. Some guys down with injury. And I think the Patriots win 35-3. I think they go down there. They have the right mentality. They're going to go undefeated on the road. take care of business, and come back home for that season finale.
All right, so these guys will be toasting to a Patriots win, they predict, with the eggnog after the game on Sunday.
Nice.
Of course, in the midst of this holiday season, continuing to wish you and yours all the very best. Happy New Year. We'll talk to you again next week as the Patriots are ready to close out the season against Miami. For Scott Zolak and Brian Hoyer, I'm Bob Socci. So long, everybody.
Happy holidays!